right. Good morning. Let's find our chairs. Good. All right. So immediately when we sit down in our chair, see if we can just lift our spine tall. And just shoulders are gently, comfortably back, maybe even palms on your lap. That helps bring your shoulders back. I think I shared with class earlier this week, but there was a big study that happened with a couple thousand people in Japan on cognitive function. And what they're finding more and more, even in younger people, is when we walk and sit with our head and neck jutted forward, we have less cognitive function, because it's cutting off not only our vagus nerve, which is the messaging to our internal organs, but our lungs, our breath. And that's happening more and more because it's obvious, right? Cell phones, computers, we're just, our head's down a lot, forward and down. So just sitting up tall really helps that breath. So it's a little warm out today. So today we're going to dedicate the practice to sort of cooling asanas, cooling practice. Yeah, good. So let's just arrive here. Let's shake off the morning. I don't know what you were doing this morning or during the course of your day so far, but just shake it off. Yeah, wiggle the shoulders, get loose. Good. Shake the head and relax. Let's take a breath in and let it go. And now we're going to pancake our hands one on top of the other, about in line with the chest. We're going to inhale and exhale. Just a gentle twist for the spine. We're just warming up the body. Yeah. But today we're going to be dedicated again to mostly forward bending. That's cooling. Yeah. So inhaling, exhaling. A couple more. Maybe each time you go a little further, see what's going on in your spine, twisting at the waist. And come back to center and relax the hands down onto your lap. Good. Let's scoot forward just a little bit, tiny bit. Good. Hands on our lap. The spine is erect. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just come into a little baby cat pose, dropping your head. And then inhale, press into your feet, lift your chest, slide your hands up for just a gentle cow pose. Just warming up our spine. And just do a couple at your own pace, following your breath. Big breath in. Exhale it out. And then one more. Again, just gentle movement. Less injury when we just gently stretch. And ideally during the beginning of the day in the morning, yeah, we just stretch and move the body a little bit. Good, loosening it up. Okay, so we're going to come into what's called Satali breath, cooling breath. And so there's a couple options here. We're going to be like little mini swamp coolers. Yes. So if you can roll your tongue like a taco, that's how you're going to breathe in. And if that's not available to you, you're just going to open your lips. Teeth are just gently touching, and then your tongue is just laying behind your teeth. You're going to take a breath in through your teeth. Yeah, so either the taco or the teeth. Yeah. All right. So we're going to start with our head, just chin tucked down. Good. And so and then bringing your taco or your teeth. Yeah. You're going to breathe in as you slowly lift your head. And then at the top, you're going to close your mouth and just bring your head back to neutral. That's a little practice. Got that? Okay. So if you didn't get that, you can watch me a couple and then close your eyes. We're just going to do 3 or 4. All right. And so starting with tucking the chin and then either taco or teeth. Slowly breathe in through that taco, lifting the head, and exhale, relax the head forward. And then tuck the chin. Inhale slowly through the tongue or the teeth. Exhale, head forward nice and slow. Last one here, so just tuck your chin down. Inhale. Lifting the head through the tongue. Exhale, relax. Good. Head back to neutral. Let's take a breath in. And just let it go with a sigh. Our breath is the biggest secret that nature has put in you. Yes, it is linked to your emotions. So that breath, there's so many different breathing techniques. This one is for cooling. Take another breath in. And just sigh it out. With the eyes remaining closed, take a breath in. And as you exhale, just drop your body forward. Bring your elbows onto your thighs. So we're coming forward just a little bit. Interlace your hands. Yeah. So our forearms are on our thighs. We're leaned forward, as if we're just leaning forward, talking to somebody here. Yeah. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just relax your head. Let it land wherever it wants to. Ooh, getting a nice stretch in the back of the neck, back your shoulder blades. Yeah. If dropping your head feels like too much pressure, just lift it up a little bit till you don't feel that pressure. Good. Nice breath in. Let it go. And now with our body right where it is, we're going to bring our palms together. So hands in prayer position. Good. We're going to lift the shoulders of the body up just a tick. And we're going to bring our fingers up towards our face. Yeah, our prayer hands. Again, you can keep your eyes open here. Yeah, but the elbows are still on the thighs. Good. We're going to open up, little gentle twist here. Good. So on an inhale breath, press into your right elbow and lift the left elbow up towards the sky as your body, your head sort of twists to the side to the left as well. Just as far as is comfortable on your spine, gently pressing into your palms and finding your breath. Nice slow breath through the nose if you can. Head is the top of the head is gently reaching forward. Palms are gently pressing. Just finding yourself in this little spinal twist here. And then as you exhale, start to float the left elbow back down to the thigh. Good. And then on an inhale breath, press down into the left elbow, lift the right elbow up, opposite elbow. Head can follow. And you can open your eyes if you'd like, or keep them closed. Pressing down into your palms gently. Top of the head, gently reaching forward to just elongate that spine. And just don't go far. Just go to where it feels nice. Find your breath. Long, slow, deep breath. And on your next exhale, slowly float that right elbow back down to the thigh. Keep the body forward, and then slowly bring your left palm onto your thigh and your right palm onto your thigh. And then press down into your feet and your hands and slowly bring your straight spine back up. And now if you'd like, you can flutter the eyes open. Good. And just shake it out. Again, shake the head just side to side. Good. Wiggle the shoulders. Hands on thighs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tilt your chin towards your chest, but keep your shoulders gently reaching back. Good. And we're going to do some circles with our head. So on an inhale breath, roll your head over towards the right shoulder. Then lift it up. And exhale over to the left. And chin down. Just do 2 more circles at your own pace with big breath. Gentle, just slow. Yes. Slowing down helps us to learn and become aware of our body and what's going on in our body and what's going well in our body. Next time you come forward, pause. And slowly the opposite direction. Inhale to the left and up. Exhaling other side. Notice if there's any difference on this side. Any stiffness in your neck, just slow down there. Pause and Take a breath into that stiffness and then continue on. Everything I say here is just mere suggestions. Find something that is feeling good, keep up with it. If not, just continue on. Next time the head comes forward, pause, press down into those feet and hands and float the body back up, head back up. Good. And relax your shoulders down. Just roll the shoulders back gently. Good. And roll the shoulders forward. Good. And take a big breath in, lifting your shoulders up. Squeeze them in towards your neck. And exhale it out. Good. Scooting a little bit more forward in your chair, so you're sort of at the edge of your chair, but still nice and the sit bones are nice and grounded. And coming to a wider stance. Good. So find that tall spine. Let's do some body rotations. It's always nice to do that. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lean the body forward. Keep the spine straight. Keep the head right above the shoulders. Don't drop the head. Good. And then slowly rotate over to the right. You can hold on to your knees if you like as you go back. And other side and forward. So inhaling up. Exhaling other side and forward. And let's just do one more. Yeah, so this hot weather doesn't need us to help allow us to stop. We can just do slow things and then pause and reverse. We have a tendency when it gets hot or cold, we just sort of hunker down. But just doing these types of just stretches, easy stretches, finding that breath, right? That secret that we forget about, our breath. Yeah, help us with our emotional state as well. Next time you come forward, pause, press down into your feet, slowly bring your body back up. All right. A little more stretch in the shoulders. Lots of you are working on gardens and doing work in your yards and things like that. So we're gonna stretch a little bit more shoulder. Nice tall spine. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, take your left shoulder and stretch it over to the right and just see if your intention is to touch the left shoulder to the right knee. Yeah, just go as far as is comfortable. This also helps to stretch the back. Press down into your feet as you slowly float back up. Breath in. As you exhale, reach that right shoulder forward and look to touch the left knee. Nice and slow and stretchy. Inhale, back up, pressing into your feet as you come up. One more time. Exhale, that left shoulder to the right knee. Maybe you come a little further, maybe not. You're pressing down into your toes too. And then pressing into the feet, slowly float back up. And exhale now, right shoulder to left knee. Stretching the sides of our rib cage, sides of each side of our back, and then slowly come back up. And just wiggle it out. Yeah, good. All right, bringing your right hand to your left thigh. Relax the left arm down. Good. Little side bend for our spine. Good. Palm out as you inhale. Slowly lift the arm up. Relax the shoulder. At some point, you're going to start to feel your shoulders sort of tense up. Once that happens, pause. Relax the shoulder, and then just gracefully continue on. You can be in cactus pose, you can be here, you can be all the way up to the ceiling. It depends on what you feel like today. Be aware of what your body needs. Inhale, stretch the fingers up. Exhale, hold on to your thigh with that right hand and lead over to the right. Yeah, so get long here. But try not to let the head drop to the right. Just see if you can sort of keep it in line with that left upper arm. The left shoulder's not forward, it's in line with the ear about. Yeah, and maybe you even turn your head and look underneath your left arm and breathe. Belly's tucking in, toes are pressing into the floor. That takes a little tension off the back if you have any. No discomfort though, no pain. Yeah. Breathe. Find that secret breath. Yeah. Press down into your feet, slowly come back up. Good, looking forward and relax your arm down nice and slowly, right? Just the way we came in. And if it's when we do fast movements, that's typically when the muscle seize up, and that's typically when we pull a muscle, yeah, and relax. Relax the arms down, wiggle out the shoulders, shake out the hands, the arms. Good. We're just gonna float over to the other side now. So we're gonna take our left hand to the right thigh. Relax the right arm down. Find your tall spine, chest forward. The chest is not on an angle. Yes. So you might have to move your hand on your thigh. Turn the right palm out. On an inhale breath, press into your feet. Slowly float that arm up. Again, when you start to feel tension in the shoulder, pause and relax. Let that shoulder melt. All those muscles and tendons, let them relax before you continue on. Coming up to your edge, wherever it feels good on your body. Take a breath in. Exhale, stretch long before you go over. It's about how long you can get here, not about how far you can crank over. Yes, and again, head is not dropped. It's right next to that upper arm. Shoulder back slightly. Maybe you turn your head. That helps to reach that shoulder in line with the ear and breathe. Nice slow breath. Just notice if there is any difference on the side. Belly's gently tucking in, toes gently pressing into the floor, breathing. Then press into your feet, slowly float the body back up, good. And then release the hand nice and slowly, the arm. Good. Nice. Good. And roll it up. All right, bringing your toes in and your heels in and your toes in and your heels in here. Ha, good. Relax your arms down. On an inhale breath, press into your feet and lift your shoulders up to your ears. And relax, nice and gently. Good, hands onto our thighs. A little bit of a cat-cow again. So inhale, lift the heart. Lift that chin. Keep the back of the neck long. As you exhale, gently drop your head and slowly stretch your spine back to where it feels good. And inhale, slide the hands up your thighs, reach your elbows back. And come into cat pose, dropping your head. And do one more. Maybe go a little bit further, hands further up, elbows further back. And forward. Good. So beautiful for our spines. And slowly come straight back up here. All right. So we're going to do a little leg work before we stand, because it's actually more challenging when we're sitting. So a little bit of a challenge here. So again, you're scooted forward in your chair. I find it as far forward as I still feel nice and grounded on my chair to give us more space. But we're going to extend the right leg straight out, a little tiny bend in that right leg. Now it's helpful if you can grab on to your chair underneath your seat here for a little leverage. And the low belly's gonna tuck in, and we're gonna lift that right toe and lower, and lift and lower. So all the work, try to feel the work coming from your low belly here. Lift, lower. Yeah, and if that's too much for you, just keep your heel on the floor, and you'll meet us when we're lift and lower and take a harder than it looks. I used to when I took PT, sitting on the floor doing this is one of the most challenging poses I had in PT. It's because it's a lot of weight. We're lifting that weight. This is hurting your back at all, don't lift the heel. So just lift it a teeny bit and back down. Now we're gonna lift that leg up, and we're gonna point and flex the foot. And you can do this with either the heel resting on the floor or that heel up off the floor. Start to feel that strengthening. We're strengthening our legs, good. And at some point, just do a couple circles, smile, breathe, do a couple circles opposite direction. This is challenging. And relax. Slide the foot back. That's one of those exercises that it's like, this is really challenging. It doesn't feel graceful, but it's good for us to strengthen our ligaments, our legs, right? Our psoas, so that when we can walk easily without discomfort. Left leg extends. Good. All right. Always a little soft bend in the knee, never hyperextending that knee back. Good. And again, you can grab on. Sometimes that helps to lift and lower. Notice if there's any difference on this side. Lift. Doesn't have to be much, right? Keeping that spine nice and tall. We're not crunching forward to lift higher, right? Just little lifts. That's where the work is. Lift, lower, lift. Are you not liking me right now? Lift and lower. Take a break. Ooh, shake it out. All right, this might be building up a little heat. And now we're going to make our way through the point and flex and circle. So again, you can keep the heel on the floor or lift it up and point and flex the toe. Point and flex, point. You can take a break in between, point and flex. Let's take a break. Yeah. Then lift up and circle. Circle the toes. In one direction. And reverse, other direction. Yes. And relax. Good. That's working your glute muscle behind you there. Slide the feet forward. Good. Bring the feet a little wider apart and just rock the knees side to side. That might feel nice on your body after I tortured you. Yes. Oh, no torture. Just challenge. Right? We have no problems in our life. We just have challenges. Yeah. All right. Heel toe back. Might feel nice to come up onto your tiptoes. Then drop your heels and lift your toes. Drop your toes and lift your heels. Drop your heels, lift your toes, hold that lift of the toes. Really try to reach those toes up towards your knee. Yes, getting that shin strengthening going on. Breathing, 2, lift them up a little bit higher and relax your toes down. Wiggle your toes, either if you're barefoot, that's fine, or in your shoes. Wiggle your toes, let's tell them to relax, good. And let's shake off any tension that we might have built up there in that challenging little sequence. Good, and relax, good. And now we're gonna stand with awareness, sliding our heels back, keeping the spine nice and straight, leaning the body forward, pressing into your heels and your toes to stand. Yeah, one of these days I just watched a YouTube video on testing how long your longevity. And I'm gonna slide, so you can just slide your chair forward here. Yeah, so just shake it out here. So what they did, this was in England, and you can keep shaking while I did this, but they had people cross their legs and sit down on the floor and then stand back up. And the more you could do that without rolling over and doing other things, the longer your life is. It's all about the squat. So we'll do some chairs. Yeah, and relax, good, all right. So we're gonna just do a little bit wider apart here. Good, let's do our side to side. Inhaling, exhaling. Might feel good to really verbalize that sigh out. Getting rid of our tension, of our worry, our fear, because it's just all in our mind, all in our thinking. One more. And come back to center. Feet back to hip distance apart. Find your mountain pose. Engage the kneecaps. Drop the tail. Shoulders back. Palms forward slightly. Chin just right. Tucks back slightly so the head is not jutting forward, right? It's right above the shoulders. Good. All right. Then we're going to start a little strut. We can bend our elbows here. We're just going to lift the heel and lift the opposite hand and just start as if we're walking. We're just doing this strut. Yeah. That feels good. Even if you have injuries or you're not feeling well, and you can't take your walk that you usually do, this is enough, right? Just in your house, maybe while you're watching TV or whatever, just take a little stretch, right? Notice your breath. Good. And then maybe if you're feeling good that day, you can quicken it a little bit, lifting the heels. Good. And maybe if you're really feeling sassy, you come into just a tiny little jog. Unless you're too hot, then don't do that, right? But just getting the blood flowing. It's enough. Yes. For 4, 3, for 2, for 1, and relax. Find yourself right back into that mountain pose with a nice tall spine, bringing your hands into prayer position. Good. We're going to inhale and slowly lift the arms up and out. And as you exhale, bring the arms down. Sacred circles. Yes. Inhale up. It's actually tapping into our energy body. Yeah. Exhale out and down. We are mostly energy. Our body is just mass. It's a mass of cells. Yes. Most of our body is air and water. Yeah. And one more. Big breath. That's a really nice one to practice your big breath. Hands back to center. We're going to reverse that. So take a breath in. Exhale, hands down and back. And sweep up. Bring the palms together. So nice and easy. No straining on the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, hands come down. As you inhale, gather all that beautiful energy around you. Bring the hands together and bring the hands to heart. Good. One more. Take a breath in. As you exhale, it's almost like you're releasing all the stuff that doesn't serve you, and you're gathering. You can even look up slightly. You're gathering all the beautiful, wonderful energy that you are. Joy, peace, contentment, and bringing it into the heart. Nice. And relax the arms down. Shake it out. Wiggle out the body. Yeah. Good. All right. So we're gonna, on an inhale breath, this time we're gonna bring the arms forward and reach them up towards the sky. And you're gonna make fists, little light fists with your hands. Good. And then you're gonna look up. So keep the back of the neck long, stretch the chin forward and look up slightly, maybe between the hands, maybe not. Relax your rib cage down here. Stretch as you exhale, stretch your palms, those hands up towards the sky, pressing into your toes. So you're pressing into your toes and reaching your hands up, stretching again. This is good for so many things, all of your internal organs, your lungs, back. And then as you exhale, relax the head back down. As the hands float down halfway, sort of towards cactus, open your hands, interlace them behind your head. Good. And then gently press into your head as you reach your elbows back. Lift your chest, almost like you're laying your head a little bit into your hands. And if you're feeling steady and sturdy, just close your eyes halfway here to soften your eyes. Notice if there's any movement in your body once you take your sight out of the picture. Maybe even closing your eyes completely. You notice little moving, little jittering going on in your body. That's good. That's your body keeping you upright. The brain talking to the body to say, hey, I know you can't see, but stay upright. Sending signals. And then relax, flutter your eyes open, bring the head back forward. Gently let go of the back of your head and unlace your hands, nice and slowly. Yeah. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms down, and roll it out. You can kick it out, just move the body. That's what gets rid of the tension and the strain, right? Otherwise, we're standing there with a stiff body, we're holding that stuff in, our breath is shallow, and yeah, it doesn't serve us. Okay, so a little balance pose here. You may need your chair, the back of your chair for this, so you can roll it back next to you if you rolled it out, or a little table or something like that, but a little balanced pose here. So take a breath in, breathe out. On an inhale breath, see if you can come up onto your toes. Now you're holding on to your chair here. And again, working the calves a little bit is sending signals to our digestive tract. It's also strengthening our feet. And now we're going to reach our right arm up towards the sky. Good. Breath in, exhale it out. Inhale, see if you can come up a little bit higher. Reach up a little bit higher, even look up a little bit. Stretch long on that right side. And then as you exhale, lower the feet and the hands simultaneously. Good. And relax. Wiggle it out. Same thing on the other side. Good. On an inhale breath, slowly come up onto your tiptoes. Now reach your left arm up. Good. Just as high as you can. Actually helps the balance here with the arm up. Good. Looking up slightly. And release everything down. I'm going to do that one more time. So you can either remain holding onto the chair. You can maybe try just holding on with one or just your fingertips or one to make it a balance. Your body's going to just do a little bit of that, but that again is good practice for our brain talking to our body. But on an inhale breath, lift up the toes. Let's reach the right arm up. Good. All right, find a spot. And this time we're not going to lift our gaze. We're going to stare forward. Find a spot that's not moving and see if you can come to maybe the tips of your fingers or maybe one finger. Or maybe you even float a finger up off the chair. Whoa, yeah. Chair's right there to hold back onto. But just play around with that, balancing with holding on as little as possible. Yeah, and release. Isn't that amazing? How just that little tip of your finger, we have really a lot of, that's why mudras, we have a lot of little sensations in our fingertips. And just a little touch here can steady the body, right? But it's good to practice no touch. Let's do that on the other side. All right, let's kick out the feet. Yeah, just relax those calves a little bit, kick out your feet. And then we're gonna go to that balanced pose on this side, right? You ready? Inhale, lift the heels onto your toes. Good. All right, this time we're gonna lift the opposite arm, which is that one? No, it's this one. It's your left. Yeah. Okay, find a spot to stare at. Now just play around with that right hand and maybe you come to the tips of your fingers. Pause there if that's feeling pretty good. Maybe you slowly move to just one finger. That's feeling pretty good. Maybe you float that finger up just half an inch above the chair. Steady yourself with your feet. Your feet start to really work when you do that. Trying to keep you upright. Yeah. And release and relax. Fun little game to play. Yeah, you can do that with your grandkids or your friends. Play that little game. It's good for us, good practice. Okay, so we're gonna come into a little down dog flow here. And I haven't done this before with you, but so make sure that you have some space behind you because we're gonna be kicking our leg up. So make sure that there's not a wall that you're gonna hit. So you can slide your chair a little bit more forward like I'm gonna do because I'll hit that wall. Good, all right. So we're gonna just make our way into downward facing dog. So you're gonna hold on to your chair here. So the sequence is down dog, right into a forward fold and a halfway lift, and then back to down dog. And then we're gonna lift a leg. You got it? Let's go. All right, so start to step back, 1 foot at a time. Yeah, good. So you can keep your palms on your chair, fingers forward maybe. Yeah, go back as far as is comfortable, your hips reaching back. And just gently drop your head into your hand, between your arms rather. Yeah, little soft bend in the knees. So feel that nice stretch. Looks like you're reaching your fingers forward and your hips back at the same time. Getting a whole back body stretch. And just go as far as is comfortable on your body. Try to have a straight spine if you can. And breathe here. 2 breaths. Each time exhaling, just soften any tension. Reach those hips a little further back. And now something different here. On your exhale breath, bring your right hand to your thigh and your left hand to your thigh and drop your head and just find yourself in forward fold. So you can hold on to the thighs, you can hold on to your shins, you can drop your head down, or if that's too much pressure, just look at the floor and breathe. And any discomfort, don't do the pose or back out of the pose, come up higher. And now you're gonna slide your hands up, maybe to your thighs, halfway. So flatten the back, reach the top of the head forward, come into an L shape. Again, reaching your hips back, crown of your head forward, just like in down dog, but without holding onto the chair. Good. And then exhale, come back down to that forward fold. Just relax your body forward. Good. Now look up slightly. Bring your right hand back to the chair, your left hand back to the chair. Find your downward facing dog. Great. So stretching your hips back, reaching your fingers forward. Good. All right, now we're gonna come into a little bit of, let's take a break. So look up towards the back of your chair and just come back to 1 foot at a time. Slowly step your way back, nice and slowly, because we've been down there for a little while. Yeah, back to the back of your chair, relax your hands down, good, and just shake it out. Yeah, so again, forward folds, a little bit more cooling, stretching the whole back too. Yeah, wiggle it out. All right, so now we're just gonna go to downward dog and lift a leg back, sort of a version of warrior 3 pose. So coming back to, you can always use a table too. The back of the chair is not comfortable for you. And again, let's find ourselves stepping back into our down dog. Good. Again, fingers reaching forward, hips reaching back, just stretch. You see animals doing this all the time. If you have a dog or a cat, when they're laying down, the minute they get up, they do this to stretch all the muscles of their back. Good. We're gonna shift the weight now to our left foot, and we're gonna slide the right toe back. So you're on your right toe, right leg is extended, back, good. Even out the hips, so drop that right hip. If it's available to you on an inhale breath, lift those right toes up off the floor. So if you wanna step your foot onto the back wall, make a footprint on the back wall. So you're standing, all the weight is on that left leg, and breathe for 2 and 1. Drop that right toe down, slide that right foot next to the left, bend the knees, look up, and slowly make your way back to your chair. Good. And relax and roll it out. How are we doing? Good. Wiggle out the hips. Yeah. Good. All right. That would be a nice thing to do first thing when you get up in the morning, right? Put your hands on a table, and we're in the last downward dog here. We're gonna just lift the other leg. And then your hands are on your nightstand. You just step back and just do a gentle little stretch. It doesn't have to be big. Yeah, stretch back. Good. Soften, and knees are soft. Weight now in the right leg, slide the left toe back. That can be enough. You don't have to lift the leg up. Good. Find your balance here. Good. And then on an inhale breath, maybe just float if you can, that left leg up. Point the left toe forward as if you want to put a stamp on the back wall with that left bottom of your shoe. And breathe. Yes, nice big breath. 2. Stretch, 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 and relax that left toe down. Bring the left foot next to the right. Bend the knees. 1 more. Really bend the knees here and stretch your hips back. Reach your fingers forward. Feel that stretch underneath your arms, alongside your whole backside. And relax. Good. And look up towards the back of your chair And let's finally make our way back. Slowly stepping forward back to the chair. And release, relax. Good. All right. Keeping yourself, we don't need the chair anymore unless you need it to hold on to, but no more poses for the chair. Good. So let's bring our feet out a little bit wider apart. I'm going to slide mine out of the way so you can see me. Good. And we're going to bring our hands on our hips. Take a breath in. Let it go. Relax your shoulders, soften your knees. And let's just do some circles with our hips. Nice and slow. Feel nice. And then reverse, other direction. And then come back to center, bring the feet back to hip distance apart. Relax the arms down. Just gonna do a half eagle pose here. Again, for our lymphatic system, it's good to flush the lymphatic system out as well. Exhale breath as well gets rid of toxins. And if you're in Colorado right now, there's a lot of nasty air to breathe. So big breath, exhaling particularly. Yeah, or just don't be outside as much as possible. Float the arms out into a T. Bring the palms forward. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw your arms forward. Bring your left arm above your right and give yourself a hug. Yes, hug, hug, hug. Squeeze yourself. Yes, squeeze those your underarms, those lymph nodes and under your arms. Good. And relax. See if you can lift the elbows up. Good. And then if the arms are if it's allowed by your body, you can bring your fingertips up towards the sky. Yeah, you can even bring your right fingers into the left palm. Good. If you want a little more challenge here, you can step your feet closer together. Yes, so you're a little bit on a balance there. Yeah, and if that's not feeling good to you, just come back to feet hip distance apart. Yes, good. On an inhale breath, see if you can lift your elbows up a little bit higher. If your arms are up, see if you can slowly draw your arms away from your face. Good. And maybe you squeeze your legs together if your feet are together. Squeeze your glute muscles behind you there. Squeeze your whole lower body as you're lifting your hands and you're breathing. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze a little bit more. Squeeze your arms together. Squeeze your legs together. And as you exhale, relax everything. Let your elbows float down. Unclasp your hands and slowly untie yourself. Yeah, let the arms just float out. Good. Bring yourself back to hip distance apart with your feet. Roll out your shoulders. Shake out the body. Good. All right, we're just going to do that same thing with the other arm on top, opposite arm on top. Roll out the shoulders. Good. Yes. Inhale, draw the arms out. This one is really easy. When we're drawing the arms out to the side, your shoulders tend to really like, whoa, what are you doing? Right? So the minute you start feeling that tension in the shoulders, pause. Relax the shoulders. Then see if you can continue on. It's usually easier. Palms forward, take a breath in. As you exhale, float your arms forward. This time, opposite arm on top. So right arm over the left, if you followed me before, or just the opposite. If it feels normal and natural, you probably don't have the opposite arm on top. Good. Crawl your fingers back. Good. Lift your elbows up. And maybe you bring your fingertips up, the backs of your hands together. Maybe you bring your left fingers into the right palm so that your little arms are tied in a knot. Good. If you're up here, either way, draw your arms away from your face. Good. And now if the legs feel fine there, maybe you bring those feet together. If that feels okay, if you feel nice and sturdy. Yes. So maybe a little bit of a wobble there. Just again, always good. Draw your arms away from your face. Lift your elbows up a little higher. Take a breath in. Exhale. If your legs are together, squeeze your legs together. If they're not, squeeze your glute muscles behind you either way. Squeeze your lower body, squeeze your arms, your upper body. Breathe. Imagine you're like, it's like a dish rag and you have yucky water in the dish rag and you squeeze out the dish rag, squeeze out most of the water. Yeah, that's what we're doing here with our built up fluid in our lymphatic system. And when you're ready, relax the arms down, relax the body. Slowly let your arms out from your knot. Good. Relax the shoulders as they're gracefully coming out of that. Good. Come back to that hip distance apart. Roll out the shoulders. Good. And roll the shoulders forward. Good. All right. And relax those shoulders. Might feel nice now to take your hands, glide them back, interlace your hands behind your back. Just relax your shoulders. Yeah, we don't need to strain them back or stretch them back unless that feels good. And just gently reach your hands down towards the floor. Let's take a nice big breath in and let it go. Really extend that exhale breath. Another breath in and let it go. And relax the whole body. Just standing with our hands behind us. Yeah. And then release the hands. Good. And relax. Okay. So find a little standing pose here. A little bit of a challenge. We're going to get our heart rate going. We might build a little bit of heat. We're going to just do a few chair poses here. Yeah. So we're going to bring your arms forward like a robot. Palms are facing each other. Feet are that hip distance apart. Your awareness to your hips. Take a breath in. As you exhale, send your hips back towards the wall. Yeah. Keep reaching them back, and the more you reach them back, the lower they go, and your knees will bend a little bit. Your toes are probably lifting, so drop your toes. Good. And then inhale, come up just a little bit, and exhale, sit down a little bit. So I'm getting you ready for that squat. But we're not going to do what I showed you earlier. Inhale, come up a little bit, exhale. You can do a squat. It probably means that your joints are loose and your ligaments and your muscles are nice and strong. Yeah. Next time you come into your chair, pause here, smile, maybe lift the gaze, maybe lift the arms a little bit if that feels good. If not, just stay where you are. 2 more breaths. Yeah. As you exhale, let those hands float down towards the floor. Press into your toes to slowly straighten your knees. Pressing into your toes takes pressure off the knee joints. Using your toes, yeah, relax. Yeah, as we age, one of the sensations in our toes tend to sort of, everything kind of goes south a little bit, but that's why we do this, right? We remind, no, there's still nerve endings there that I need to deal with, yeah. All right, let's relax. Take a nice breath in and sigh it out. Notice your body relaxes as you exhale. Take another breath in, sigh it out. Let's make our way back to our chairs, sitting down with awareness. And like Hallelujah is playing. Hallelujah, we're done with that. Good. All right. So sitting still a little bit more forward in our chair. Good. So we're going to come into a final pose of twist, a little gentle twist. So we're going to start with the left leg, and you're going to either cross at your ankle, or if it's comfortable for you to cross at your leg. Yeah. Either one, doesn't really matter. Good. All right. And so on an inhale breath, we're going to reach the arms forward and up. Just nice and relaxed. Breath in. As you exhale, relax the shoulders, and then twist at your waist over to the right and relax your arms down. Good. All right, we're going to do something a little bit different. So we're looking to the right wall here. We're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to slowly turn your head to look towards the left, opposite direction. Good. And breathe. And now if it's available to you, we're going to take the left hand, we're going to relax the left hand, and maybe reach the left arm out towards the side. And now you can look at that left thumb as you're looking to the left. And relax that arm down. Good. Bring your gaze back forward and uncross. Now let's just do the other side. So again, wiggle it out in between each pose. Get rid of that tension. And then we're going to cross or cross here. Just make sure that you have a nice tall spine if you're crossed up here. Yeah, you don't need to be there. Nice tall spine. Good. On an inhale breath, arms come forward and up. And take a breath in. Exhale, relax your shoulders. At your waist, twist over to the left. Okay, arms are just and chest are just following along. Relax the arms down. Looking to that left wall now, take a breath in. And as you exhale, turn your head slowly to look to the right. Slowly, remember we're doing slowing down helps us to become aware of what's going on in our body. What's working well today. And then if you want to take that right arm and just reach it down towards the floor and then float it out to the right wall, halfway, that's just an option. We're going to touch our right fingertips to that right wall. And then relax, float that arm down. Slowly turn your head forward, uncross your legs. Good. And one more final little shake, shoulders, yeah, side to side a little bit if you want to do that. And we're going to get ourselves ready for Shavasana now. Really beautiful work, everyone, today. Soft, cooling, a little challenging too, yeah. Sit your hips all the way back in your chair. Good. Palms are up on the lap. It also helps us to get rid of heat. Sometimes in the hot weather, your palms get hot and sweaty, so just letting them lift up towards the sky. Feel free to lay down in the Shavasana if you would like. All right, so making sure that you're completely comfortable, that you're not going to be too hot or too cold for this next few minutes. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, float your eyes closed. Slowly breathe out. I'm going to do 3 of those Satali breaths again. So either making, but we don't have to dip, we're not going to dip our chin this time. But just either making the taco or just opening the lips and the tongue is resting behind the teeth. Take a breath in. Close the mouth and gently breathe out the nose. And allowing us to re-wet that tongue. And then another Satali breath. So taco or teeth. Breathe in. Close the mouth and gently breathe out the nose. And last one, breathe in. Satali breath. Close the mouth and gently breathe out. Good. And now just come to a nice relaxed state here. Relax the breath. Relax the body. Make any final little adjustments to make yourself completely comfortable. And then find stillness. Stillness is where we can listen to ourselves. We can hear ourselves. Our intuition comes to the surface in stillness. Bring your awareness to all the noise around you. You may have a fan blowing, maybe somebody's doing the lawn outside your house. Just look for the sounds that are happening. Become aware. And then just let them be. Relax the whole body. Notice that breath, that little secret, the biggest secret that we were given when we were born is we took our breath in and just notice it. A soft, natural breath. Notice the body relaxing and each gentle exhale breath. A little smile on your face in gratitude for this breath. Toes are relaxed, legs, hips heavy, belly soft, heart relaxed, shoulders melting, arms relaxed, fingers, back of your neck, top of your head, eyes relaxed, back into the eye sockets. Gentle smile, releasing all the tension in the face. No place else to go now, nothing else to do in this present moment, but be here, resting, relaxing, breathing. The mind is wandering with thoughts, just let it. Don't fight it, just let it be. In your awareness to how you feel. And allow yourself to stay in this relaxed state for as long as you would like. Should you choose to come out back into the space, back into this time, take a breath in and sigh it out, releasing any last bits of tension your body may be holding. Let it free. Take another breath in and breathe out. Gently begin to wiggle the body. Toes, the fingers, maybe sway side to side. Slowly making your way back, but keeping this beautiful relaxed state. We'll all meet seated, floating our hands into prayer position, palms together. Rest your fingers, your thumbs onto your heart. Take a nice big deep breath in, feel your heart rise. And as you exhale, feel the body relax as you bow your head and relax the shoulders. In closing, practice today with this simply. When all else feels like too much, just breathe. When you're feeling ready, slowly begin to flutter the eyes open. Float the head back up. And I thank you all for coming and cooling down with each other today, taking care of yourself and finding that secret of breath today. Namaste.